for the very first time. So let me introduce myself. I am Shatabdi. I am from West Bengal. I have done my graduation and post graduation in English literature, and recently I have completed my B.Ed also. And these days I am also running my YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Speak with Shatabdi.
Okay, well, good. Nice to know that. And okay, let me come up with my introduction. Myself, Satyam Sharma, and I come from Himachal. Like I live in Chandigarh, but I do originally come from Himachal Pradesh. And in terms of my occupation, I am working as a travel consultant, and at the same time, I'm working with some of the professional teaching institute. I teach their public speaking or English communication skills.
Wow, that means you're already good at communication skill. You're already good at English speaking. So, why have you started your channel? Do you have it? I think you have.
Sorry? Yes, I have YouTube. A few months before, I did start my YouTube, and the reason why I did start, okay, one of the most frequent question asked to me, because of I would say just sort of a contribution I felt right from the beginning to do. So I'm very much I would say busy with my day-to-day schedules, but I thought I seen some of the videos, they just popped up randomly on my, I would say, dashboard screen of YouTube, and I seen that okay, people having conversation at the same time they are connecting people around the world. Likewise, I thought let's give a shot to this activity, and now I'm here. Northern Eastern, like West Bengal, I heard a lot about it. People do come a lot from the West Bengal to my place, Himachal, and all northern western regions. Though I never got opportunity to visit the eastern part of India, maybe the southern part of India, but almost northern western or northern part, the major land of the northern, I visited, such as UP till UP. Probably I've been to Ranchi as well, and Delhi. Kashmir, Himachal, Uttarakhand, these all places.
Okay, so you have visited the most beautiful places. I believe that northern part of our country is actually India is beautiful, it's unique, but I like the northern part the most.
Okay, have you been ever?
No, I haven't been. No, I haven't been there, but definitely if I get chance, I would love to visit all those places, especially for northern part of our country. I would love to go there.
Okay, and could you please highlight your I would say are you into what, profession or studying? What do you do?
I have completed all my studies, you can say. Now I am preparing for some examinations for I want to become a teacher, so that is why I'm preparing for that. And I also teach. I have some students. I teach English, as I have done my graduation and post graduation in English. So
Wow.
I teach students at home, not in institutions. I teach at home. And people are also requesting me to take paid sessions, but I'm not thinking about this right now. But later, definitely, I will take also.
Okay. Dude, you should try and branch out these things. There are a lot of learners out. They need someone with whom they can nourish up or maybe learn, not the advanced or intermediate, but at least they can start from the scratch or basics. So you should also try it. And
very happy when I connect with people. I come to know a lot about their places, because in India we have 28 states, and each state has its own different culture, tradition, customs, beliefs, food, language. Everything is different. So I like to know about their state too. So I would like to know from you what are the famous places in Himachal Pradesh?
Okay, what are the famous places? Well, Himachal is overall a famous place, okay, but still, if you go a little more deep in it, so you probably have heard a lot. Shimla is there, Kullu Manali is there, Dharamshala is having world's, I would say, highest altitude stadium. We call it Dharamshala International Stadium, cricket stadium is there. So many places are there. And nowadays a lot places that even has the potential that they could do a lot into the tourism. Most of the people are not very much aware of it, but they do when it comes to do sort of a extreme adventure. So these places known as such as Chanchal Valley, or some of the peaks are there known as Chudhar Peak. These things are not very much conventional for the usual people who used to travel, like the family oriented things are not there, but those places are something beyond usual things. If you are more into adventures, so these things could be best of best. But if you are coming along family, so yeah, Kulu, Manali, Shimla and Dharamshala, these places are best to visit. Nowadays season is going on, and as I work as a travel consultant as well, so yes, season is going on. This is the season to visit mountains: April, May, June, until monsoon. I believe the monsoon hits somewhere around at July, at the mid of July monsoon starts there. But before monsoon, this is the best time to visit.
Okay, okay. So, in which language do you communicate at home? In which language do you speak? It is Hindi?
Yes, though I raised up in city only. City, Shimla is the capital of Himachal Pradesh. It's city. So people are not into native languages there. They are more familiar with Hindi and English only. English when it comes to the professional or the formal things, when they go outside school or any administrative work they have to get in, it's all about English. But people do communicate in Hindi most of the time. But place to places has its own language, and we could see the change, not that much, but the little slightest change we could, or the slightest difference we could see with the slang or with the vocabs, since we have 12 districts here in Himachal Pradesh. So each and every district has its own way of talk, words. You probably have noticed at your place as well. In which district do you live? May I know the district you live in?
Yeah, I live in Bankura district.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I believe the Bengali is the most spoken language across Bengal, but still it wouldn't be same at all places. No, not at all. We could see the slightest difference, right? The way of pronunciation, vocab, and the so likewise we have the same 12 districts, and each and every district has their own way of pronunciation, vocab, and all.
Yes, yes. It. I have also noticed that. It's true.
Yeah. And what about the food? If I ask of district, do you have any district specific oriented food, or there is a food that which is widely known or famous across West Bengal? So would you like to share some cuisines of there?
Yeah, if I talk about Bengali cuisine, fish curry, it is really famous,
Mm-hmm.
and sweet dessert syrup. You have, I think you have heard about Rasgulla. So
Yes, yes, yes.
it's a dessert that is also very famous in West Bengal.
I believe one of the favorite, I would say, desert for all Indians, I guess. All Indians like since childhood.
Every Okay, do you like?
Yeah, why not? There is nothing to dislike.
Okay, okay. So you have completed all your studies in Himachal Pradesh?
Yes, all my
Oh,
study from there only, schooling, graduation, and all.
okay, okay.
Hmm.
That that's nice.
Okay,
So
so
so when did you start learning English?
okay, so this is something learning is I had started right from the childhood days, though we were not very much conscious or focused towards it, right? But slowly and steadily we were grabbing the things, vocab, and the use of this language. So we had the affection towards this language since childhood. Okay, this is
Ye-
something that would be useful for us. So obviously I know I like, even I knew that some of the words were caps, but I was not very much accurate, like very much accurate. Accuracy was something where I was lacking when I grew up. But the moment I came in college, I realized, though I was into a lot again government exams and all, people generally don't put focus. I mean, they don't have that much time to focus on this language. They take this language just as a passive hobby, just a passive way of learning or something putting in our day-to-day activity, or they feel that it's just a sort of a language we can learn by the time. There is nothing something we need to dedicate. But as you did, you have done your graduation and even the masters in English only. So you are something who only don't know this language as a language, but you know beyond the languages what it is, for right? So that's what, like, I slowly and steadily started realizing the importance. The whole world is learning, and even opportunities are there, since the whole world is learning and running towards these things. So yeah, that could be the opportunity. Let's branch out is our accuracy or fluency in it. And the college is the place from where I did start little focus towards speaking. So
Okay.
speaking, am I speaking well or not? How the Britishers or the Americans who are the founder, or who are the, I would say, inventors of this language. So I started observing them. Okay, how they pronounce. Still, I do read some of the books on and off to know, okay, how the way they approach the things by using this language. Here in India, we don't approach the things while using this language. I mean, English is not in our use. It's not in our use. It's just, it is in the use, but in the formal world only. It's not in the casual world. Like the casually, we still don't have any environment, so why we should use it? Okay. So then I started grabbing, okay, how they use casually this language, the slang, and how they make it easy even. So it's believe 2 or 3 years back when I started.
Did you study in English medium school?
Yeah, the school was English. The school was English always, and but the teachers were, Hindi.
Okay.
they, yeah.
I have heard from many of the students who are from English medium school. They always say that it is English medium school, but teachers are interact in Hindi, in their native language. English is not spoken in that much way.
Yeah.
In
Even
way,
till date, it's very hard to find any guy who is very much comfortable or flawless with this language. Even till date, because it's not in the use. Even we listen the professor and all, they are not very much comfortable. They talk to us as they are giving the speech. So they don't connect with the feel the native do connect. This is something India is still lacking of. But how about your college? How is your experience doing study? Like, did you get the English environment while doing graduation or masters and all?
no, I didn't have that environment. But our one of the professors, he was really excellent, and he used to speak English very fluently. But my friends, they didn't use to communicate in English. So I didn't get that opportunity to interact in English language.
Teachers were fluent enough, right? Teacher were nice.
Yes. So I cannot say everyone was fluent, but some.
Okay.
So yeah, but we cannot blame anyone because they didn't get enough opportunity. So how can we blame them? We cannot blame any teachers. They are also like the same. These days we are getting environment, but earlier they didn't have such environment. Still, they have learned so many things. We have a lot of resources. Still, we are lacking. We do not show our interest to learning things every day. So we cannot blame our teachers at all. They
Obviously,
did.
we are in the era of more privilege than their era. A lot options, digitalization. So whatever they did do, they were the best of best, even far better than us. So
Absolutely.
there were some of the teachers even in my college. They were fluent enough, even fine enough, and the vocabs, there are a lot. If you could see the news reporters and the debaters, a lot. They are very much well versed with the vocab, and the single word define a lot sense. I mean, they have a huge range of nice vocabulary. So this is something they learned them like themselves only, and the most significant thing was they were very much focused. There were no any other distractions, so they could immerse themselves the way they wanted. Nowadays, being having multiple options, we are little confused towards our learning. What would be the right, what would be the wrong? But yeah, again, it would be great if we just stick with limited resources.
But now we have created such an environment. If anybody they are really interested to learn this language, and if someone really wants to be fluent in this language, they can these days, in today's era they can, if someone wants, without getting enrolled in any institution.
How about you? How long have you been learning this language?
It's been so many years that I have been learning this language. If I talk about speaking, it's been 4 or 5 months I have been speaking with others. But it's been so many years that I have been learning English, because in our school it was as a subject. So that time we also learned this language. So how can I say that I have started learning this language? But I have started learning this language a long back.
Okay.